Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on an underwater airlock entrance. Now what's great about this, guys, you can literally put this anywhere underwater and have that great effect of having that realistic feeling of an actual underwater airlock. Now to further explain this, what we have here is a setup where you have full access to the button, but the water doesn't interfere with it, which is awesome. And of course we have our main entrance. Now to really make this as realistic as possible, we're going to fill this whole front entrance with water and kind of make it into a realistic environment where you guys can really see this in action. Now of course, guys, once you jump in the water, you're going to have all of this surrounded. You're going to have pretty much everything covered in water, as you can see. And the cool thing is it quite of a realistic process. Now this was actually a project request by a guy named Matthew, which I'm really happy he gave me this challenge, and it's been pretty cool making it happen. Now once you press that button, the doors will open, and once you come inside, you're gonna have this little gap of air, because normally at this point your air levels are gonna be pretty low. You want to have just enough air so that you could come inside, press that button, then close the door, and then at that point everything else shuts off. Now the water inside this airlock tank will pretty much dissipate, and once it dissipates, the doors will open to the main entrance and you can walk in with no problem. Look at that, it's amazing. That's exactly what you want. You want to have that kind of effect to really make it realistic. Now inside, guys, you also have this lever. Now of course, once you hit that, it locks the entire system at the state that it's in, which is great because you can really lock it so that nobody else could come in, which is a really nice safety security feature to have. Now of course, once you unlock and you press that button, the doors lock like so. Now say you're on the inside and you want to leave. Now you're going to hit that button, and what's going to happen is everything's going to close off on the inside. It's going to wait a few seconds so the water could dissipate, and then it's going to open. Now, once you get inside, there's also a button on the inside. If you guys haven't noticed already, that's right there. Now, the cool thing is that door will close and the ceiling will open, flooding it with water. And bam, the front main entrance will open and you're good to go. So it kind of gives that realistic airlock entrance kind of effect. Then you could go pretty much on your merry way. Now, believe it or not, the redstone is really not that complex. I try to compact it as much as possible so you can really get everything in with one side, well, on both sides. And as you can see, guys, it is a very simple design in the sense of what you're getting. I mean, you're getting a lot of features in one, and even if you cover it up like I've done right now, it can still look just as amazing. So you can really cover this up, make it look nice, and really bring it to life with the details and so forth, depending on how you want to attach this to. Now, let's get straight down to the materials you're going to need for this build. You will need a block of your choice, stairs, half slabs, a button, sticky pistons, redstone lamp. You're also going to need some redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, droppers, and hoppers. Now the cool thing, guys, for the remaining build, we're going to do this on the standard texture pack. Now pause the video, make sure you have this set up before you even start the build. And keep in mind those blue dots represents the actual door itself. Also make sure to check the description because I will be putting information as far as the materials you're going to need for the build itself. Now right here on the front entrance, you're going to add 2 blocks like so with some redstone dust right across. Then you're going to add a redstone torch there with a block on top. And a redstone torch there with a block on top of that. And you're going to add a redstone torch with a block on top. And you want to create the same exact pattern on both sides. Then on top of the blocks, you're going to add some redstone dust. And once you've done that, guys, we're going to go right over here. Add a sticky piston there, one underneath and one on top of it. Then you're going to add a sticky piston right on the side of that block, like so. One on top of it, and one right underneath it. Perfect. So you should have this kind of look. Now we're going to repeat the same exact process on the other end. So add a block right there and there. 2 pieces of redstone dust, like so. A redstone torch there with a block on top. Redstone torch on top. And a block on top of that with some redstone dust. Now let's repeat that one more time. We're going to place a redstone torch there. A block on top of it with a redstone torch. A block on top of that. And a redstone dust right on top of it. Now you're going to add 2 sticky pistons like so and one right underneath. Then add a sticky piston there and 2 more right on top, creating the same exact pattern on both sides. Now right over here you're going to add a redstone torch, and that's on the front entrance side. And you're going to add a repeater right there with a block in front of it. Redstone dust there. And on top of it, guys, you're going to add your floor. So whatever you want to be your floor, make sure you add it right there. Then you're going to add a block there and one right underneath and delete the first one. Then you're going to make sure you have a comparator going towards that block. And right behind it, you're going to place a dropper like so, facing that direction. One in front of it facing upwards, one on top of that facing the opposite direction, and a hopper going downwards towards the first one. And right in that back dropper, you're going to place 1 piece of dirt. Now at this point, guys, we're going to add 3 pieces of redstone dust with a repeater going forward towards that block. Then you're going to add 1, 2, and 3 comparators right there in the center like so. A block right there, a redstone dust there, and 3 more comparators going forward. Now what we're creating here is a comparator timer so that the door doesn't open quick enough so the water won't get inside. Then you're going to add 2 blocks right there and a block right on top like so with some redstone dust, a repeater right there, and 1 more redstone dust to activate that tiny T flip-flop. Then a block right there, a block on top, and right underneath it, guys, you're going to add a half slab and delete the block right on top of it. Then you're going to add a repeater going forward. Then right behind the repeater, you're going to add a redstone lamp. And a button right in front of it. Look at that. So we're really getting most of the redstone pretty much covered at this point. Now right here in the inside entrance, you're going to place a block there with a repeater going forward and a sticky piston going downwards, parallel to the bottom piston. Then a block right there. Place a block right there. A repeater going forward with some redstone dust on top of it. A block right there. And some redstone dust right across to the end and 1 more in front of it with a block on top of it. So it should look just like this. Now place a block there and extend that all the way to the back. And what you're going to do is add 2 pieces of redstone dust, a repeater right there, so it doesn't interact with that block. And some redstone dust straight across until you get to that block, and you want to add a repeater right there as well, because you don't want it to interfere with the block next to it, and you want it to activate the redstone dust underneath it. And make sure you add some redstone dust on top of that block. That's going to be the redstone dust you're going to use to activate the interior part of it. Now right here on the front entrance where the water side will be at, you're going to add a block right there with a button right on top of it. Then you're going to add some stairs there and 1 upside down, and add stairs there. And let's place some blocks over here and add it right upside down like so. Fantastic. So it really gives you this really cool effect where you can actually see the button, but the water doesn't affect with it. Now once you activate it, you're going to notice that the doors close, the comparator timer is going, and once that wears off, then those doors will open, and that will give you enough time so that the water could pretty much dissipate and pretty much disappear. And of course, once you activate it again, it opens immediately the other way around. Now at this point, you're going to place some blocks there. And you're going to place some blocks right inside. I'm going to show you the same way I set up the framework. So place 2 blocks right there. Make sure they're all 3 blocks high. Add another row right there. And over here, you're going to add some stairs there or there. Add some blocks right there on the side. Then you're going to add some more blocks. And of course, you want to cover this up and create this awesome symmetrical trimming. Okay? So add your blocks right there. And as you can see, guys, you kind of see the exact pattern. So we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Then we're going to cover up this redstone here. Add a straight line of blocks like so, just to cover that up. And of course, you're going to add some right here on this side, just to make this awesome symmetrical pattern. Now at this point, guys, I want you to cover up the floor with the blocks of your choice. Not to worry, guys, I'm going to kind of like speed time this just a little bit. But like I said, guys, you could use any block you feel comfortable using. I want you guys to use your creative side and really open this up. Now right over here, you're going to place some blocks right there. Add a nice framework. Then once you've done that, guys, I want you to create your own entrance. Now pause the video if you have to. Now what I like to do, guys, add something back here to glow. I'm using you can use jack-o'-lanterns, glowstone. Pretty much sky's the limit. You can use whatever you want to light that up, but make sure you use something so that you can make that button noticeable. Now, once we've done the front entrance, you really decorate it to your likings. You're going to put either some kind of glowstone or whatever you want right on top of it so that it lights up the area. And over here on this side, you're going to place a block there and a block right here. And once again, you want to create your same framework. So create a nice framework for the interior. Now make sure you place a button there or there, whichever side you want to, so that it can activate the redstone dust underneath it. Now we're going to do it on the interior, but you can put it on both sides. Then right here on that block, right there, you're going to add a lever right there, and a redstone torch there so that it could butt switch that piston. You see? And that piston pretty much controls the rest of the system, because if you don't activate that repeater, it doesn't control the T flip-flop, which is that hopper dropper system. Anyway, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, but that's what it pretty much does. It kind of prevents anything from happening or any signals from traveling. Now, of course, guys, and make sure you decorate the interior as well. You want to make this look just as nice, and you want to light it up. Now, I'm big on detail. If you guys haven't noticed, I love the way things look besides work. You know what I mean? Now, at this point, add a block right there. And you're going to add a sticky piston facing forward. And you're going to add 4 more right across. So you should have a total of 5 sticky pistons. And of course, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Add a block there. And add a total of 5 sticky pistons right across. And of course, you're going to delete that block because you're not going to need that. Then you're going to add some blocks of your choice right across from that point. And some blocks right there. Just add some blocks there. Stretch out right across to the other side. And let's make this look like one unit. Now at this point, guys, it's going to get pretty fun. Now you're going to add a half slab right there and there. Delete that one. Add 2 half slabs there. Delete that one. Add a block there and a half slab right there to create this back and forth pattern. Then you're going to extend the half slabs right on top where the sticky pistons are. And add some redstone dust right across, one there and there. And you're going to notice it's going to activate immediately. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So you're going to add a block there, add a half slab, delete that, add a block there, add another half slab, delete that, add another block, add your last half slab, and of course, you're going to extend those half slabs right on top of each sticky piston, and some redstone dust right on top of it to activate the entire system. And the reason I have it set up that way is so that everything works in symmetry. Then you're going to add that half slab right there, like so, and a block right on top so that it can extend upwards. So add a block on top, 2 more right there. Right there in the center, add a half slab right there, and delete the 2 blocks on top, and add some redstone dust. We'll add some blocks, about 5 of them right across on both sides. Now, once you added 5 blocks, you're then going to match it up with your sticky pistons. Now we're going to go right over here, guys, and you're going to add 2 blocks right there and there as well, because we're not going to be utilizing that space. Now, like I said, guys, make sure that the sticky pistons match up with the ones you originally set first. So it should be a total of 5. Matter of fact, I think I've actually extended this a little too far. Let's delete that. Now, we should have a total of 5 sticky pistons on the top and on the sides, and they all should be parallel and lined up perfectly like so. Now, the reason we have this here is because we're going to add some redstone dust right across the top and then connect it with the rest of the redstone, which is perfect. Now, the cool thing is that actually adds up to exactly 15 blocks of redstone. Well, as far as signal-wise. Awesome. Now on the inside, guys, make sure you cover your ceiling with the blocks of your choice. Now we're going to start setting up the water system on the inside to really fill up the interior chamber. Now you're going to add some blocks right there on the side, and you're pretty much going to leave a space of 1 block from those blocks in the center where the sticky pistons are holding. See what I'm doing? Add some blocks there, and extend that right across and connect it with the rest. Fantastic. So you should have this nice little area where you could put the water in. Now, of course, get a few buckets of water and just fill up that entire section, guys. And considering you're going to be doing this on the water, getting water should not be no issue. Awesome. Perfect. Alright, now that you cover that up, you're going to notice that the entire design is pretty much complete. Now at this point, guys, once you hit that button, the doors are going to open, the ceiling's going to open, and the water's going to be flowing through. And of course, once you hit the button to close it, that's going to close, the comparator timer is going to kick in, and once the comparator timer wears out, that front door is going to open, and you're good to go. Also, I want to say thank you to Matthew. This was a challenge request that he gave me, and I had tons of fun making it. I want to say thank you. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.